Fun.
Playboy.
That's not how Pitbull's globalization starts out.
Oh, it's Mr. 713, not 305. Oh, is it Mr. 281?
No, that's Baby Batch right there.
Oh, shit. I guess DJ
Playboy
Brian
hates me.
Rhymes.
Playboy
There you
hates
go.
me.
I'm gonna have to cut my hair soon.
And welcome our new guest, DJ Wicked.
Dale.
Oh, dang.
I hate y'all. Why don't you even come?
We always rag on the guy who's sitting in
It's just
that
right
chair.
there. Yeah.
It's always that.
The hot seat.
Yep, you know
that's
that is the hot seat. You know what's coming up later too. He's gonna get it.
Yeah.
Speaking of hot, dude, went to
Awesome
the march yesterday. It was hotter than a bitch.
Hotter than fish grease.
It was hot.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
People were fainting and shit.
Yeah.
People were fainting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It was too many
Everywhere.
But
Well,
it-
you know, it was
Left,
nice though. I watched it on TV because it's air conditioned in my house. I saw people handing out water. That was nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
tons.
throughout the whole
Free
street.
food, free water.
The whole street. People were giving out tacos and stuff too.
What was the total count of people?
60,000.
60,000 people.
I thought it was degrees, but no, it's people.
Yeah.
I think that, you know what? I think that's great. The Houston coming together,
Peacefully.
showing that they can rally peacefully.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to call it a protest. We'll
No,
call it
it
a
wasn't.
rally.
It was a rally.
You know
It was a
that,
rally.
and I think it's great. It makes me proud.
I think a lot of the reasoning behind how peaceful it was is like we are an incredibly diverse city.
Always. Yep.
Melting
know?
pot.
I think we're the most diverse city in the country.
Fuck it, I'll take it.
Yep.
That's what
like
they
it.
say.
I will fucking take it. And so everybody understands each other. You know,
Nah, man,
everybody
it was a
stands
beautiful
together.
thing to see, man.
Great.
It was great, and look, it was cool to see. Like mostly everybody had masks on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really
And
cool.
90% of people,
You know,
masks on.
and like there wasn't no like, hey, we're gonna do this rally, and you gotta wear your mask. No, no one was told to wear their mask, and
No,
everybody
we
did.
didn't wear masks. Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
There was even
Ain't
people
that
handing
crazy?
out masks. There were people handing out masks for people that didn't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Like, here, you need it. You need it.
But you know, I DJ in our clubs, and ain't nobody wearing a mask.
No. I think it's like the size thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay, 300 people, my odds are good. 60,000 people.
You know, hey, you know what?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the line right
The
there.
odds are not in your
That's
favor.
the line. Yeah, that's the line right there. I think it was really great. I did see some weird things. I saw these kids who had the Antifa flag,
Oh yeah.
but they were just kids. So I asked my buddy, and he's like, "Yeah, they mainly recruit and I don't know, but they mainly recruit young 18-year-olds. People are in the early
Yeah.
20s.
You know, there was a crazy thing in the beginning. So we were all there. You know, me, Playboy, Rockwell.
Yeah.
We were all together. And in the beginning of it, there was that loud noise, and we thought it was like a helicopter or something.
Yeah.
But no, someone had said that it was like, kids in the garage, like revving like their dirt bikes and stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to drown out the go over the voices, the chants.
Terrible.
I don't know. It was weird.
I didn't
Do
even
you
know that was a
remember?
thing. Yeah.
No,
I
it was
remember,
weird
yeah.
because we were
It was-
looking.
it was
for
really loud.
That
Yeah, we're
rumbling
looking
Everybody
around,
kept
like-
looking around. That was kind of weird at the very beginning, and
It was eerie because
know what the
there's
hell
a
it was.
lot of people. We don't like. And,
No one knew what to do yet, yeah.
And then I don't know if you guys saw the email. I get emails from the city. There were mysterious. I don't know if they're mysterious. Piles of bricks and rocks all around.
There was some on
downtown.
Allen Parkway too. There's some on Allen Parkway too.
Yeah.
They just dropped out of nowhere.
Yeah.
There
it's
goes a conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you said somebody
Yep.
was talking to you about it's about to go down.
Oh yeah. I was just chilling, and he's like, hey man, you ready to rage? And I was like, nah, bro.
Nah?
And he's like, oh, tonight we raging.
Like, no, we're not.
Oh, all right, bro.
What, going to Raging Cajun? I love that place.
Oh,
They closed it, right?
Oh, I know.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. They're closing their Westheimer location.
Okay.
Okay.
Shouts out to them. Whenever we DJ'd at the box, we always used to go over there. And then RIP Mike Cavell because he's the one who took me there. Anyway.
Shout out to Relief Gang.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
Mr. Rogers?
Yeah, Trey.
Trey, Bum,
Rogers, they did the
setting
thing, man.
thing up. A moment that made me really proud was towards the end of the march when they were marching back from City Hall. People, it seemed like they were fired up and more aggressive towards the cops, which they weren't in the beginning. Of the
Yeah,
rally.
But towards the end they were.
Yeah, towards the end they were really fired up and they're like getting in their face. And Rogers was like, yo, what are we doing? This is not This is not the example we want to
Yeah.
set. That is not what we want.
Man, I gotta give it up to the cops, man, because
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
how
work
can
it out
how
for
you
them.
just get cussed out and just not move, and you just gotta take it in, and then
Yeah, it
they're
takes a
good,
lot.
man.
yeah.
Props
Yeah.
to HPD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did great yesterday.
Yeah, everybody.
What's up, DJ Seek?
Wade.
Wade.
But here's another thing, moving on and, hearing conspiracy theories. DJ Qbert, everybody.
Oh,
man.
No.
If y'all don't know,
Oh, no, baby.
Go look at his feet.
my idol. That's
I mean, he's a lot of people's idols. I mean, that
Yeah.
guy changed the face
That's
of the
it's sad-
turntablism.
It's sad to see that. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Absolutely.
I don't have to agree with it, but it seems pretty disconnected. I don't know if anybody has it. Do you have it pulled up?
Tony?
You know what? I'm going to find the exact paper trail so that people can find it. But it seems like he's
In a
changed-
nutshell, he thinks the whole this whole thing is a conspiracy theory.
Basically.
He might have been on some. Anyways, Sparkler
He might have
Lewis.
been. I mean, that
Yes.
guy's a.
It literally just looks
he
like
could
he's
start a
disconnected.
testing facility on his own.
But it seems like he's changed the whole narrative on his Instagram page now.
Yeah.
Posted 3 hours ago.
I mean, he's gotten a lot of backlash from it. It's like, God, how could someone that you idolize all of a sudden flip the script on you?
Who?
Well, it's not like I ever knew what his.
Political views. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
I mean, and that's another thing. I mean, just because you're a DJ, do you have to really show your political views? Is that required, or is it just because you're a human being and you're kind of like you want to make a statement? I think that side works for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that side does.
I
But then
think
some people, you can use your DJ power, your
Yeah.
notoriety for the good of your cause.
Yeah.
Just like
I think the whole like him what kind of hurt me was like he's like what he said about all lives matter, and I was just like
Yeah.
you're like, bro, you don't get it, bro.
No.
not
You're
about that
clearly,
right now.
you're
It's not
clearly
about
missing
that
the point.
Uh,
For anybody that doesn't understand, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
okay. It's absolutely okay to not understand, but all lives can't matter if black lives don't matter. So right now, black lives matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the simplest way to put it.
it makes sense, total sense.
Yeah.
Oh, DJ Rectic, everybody.
DJ Rectic.
All right.
DJ Rectic.
Rockwell's son is here, but Rockwell's not here.
Anyways, yeah, he thinks it's a
Oh, you got a
conspiracy
haircut.
theory. He thinks that Floyd was a crisis actor. That's nuts. That's nuts.
I mean, there is. I mean, let's be straight here.
It does
no
exist.
No one was there. No one was there when it actually happened. No one knows their history. It's going to come out. I'm not going to make any assumptions onto what. All we know is that that cop was dirty and he didn't have to do that. Homeboy didn't have to die.
no,
And that
Nobody
George
died,
Floyd did
dude.
not have to die.
no.
But like I said, there's a backstory to it that nobody knows yet, and it will come out,
Yeah.
and we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm just saying.
I'm sad, Qbert. I'm sad, bro.
And
CRG, what up?
yo, he's always tuning in. Shout out to fucking CRG, man.
Respect, bro.
Yeah, you need to come down there and get on the show.
I said Tyrone.
Just down the street.
Tyrone.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking at Cubert's latest post.
Okay, what is it about?
Pain to Paradise. We see a beautiful future coming very soon where black people will be treated equally with all races, and it's a very long post.
So he's changed the
He's
his narrative.
changed the narrative.
When you get
Nah, it's
slapped-
too late, bro.
That's it.
Too
Yeah.
late, bro.
You know what? That's
We've
the
seen
thing.
that shit.
No, but see,
We've seen
that's the thing, though. You can't say if you can change one person.
Yeah, if
then
you can learn
change
from
them
it,
all.
yeah.
Then you have the hope to change them all. So, look, if he might have been an idiot when it came to this, or just a really just not knowing what the hell he's talking about. Now he's someone showing him the light. I would applaud that.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can learn from your mistakes, it's always.
Yeah, I mean, of course,
commendable.
maybe his publicist say, "Yo, I'm gonna write this shit for you." So, but at the end of the day, it's out there,
Yeah.
and if he's trying to mask something, then shame on him. But I think him being a minority growing up in America anyway should have felt any kind of any of this stuff. I mean, not to any heavy degree as others, but you felt the racism, you felt discrimination. And
Yeah.
I'm sure he has.
Yeah.
But then I guess he's done so many drugs that all of a sudden he turned everything into
It,
conspiracy.
it's possible.
Ooh.
I mean, it's possible. You know, like,
I mean, look.
Yeah.
I always thought Kubert was always on another planet.
No, he was.
Yeah, he might still be on another planet.
it seems like he's landed 3 hours ago.
Yeah, he landed.
He landed 3 hours.
He's back?
ago.
He's
back to Earth.
He's back.
Oh, he was on SpaceX?
He was. Yeah. He didn't say anything. God.
Crab scratching in space.
On Scratch, that let you know that they were on some other.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to DJ Envious from Dallas, one of our booth pimps up there. He's in
Yes,
the house
sir.
too.
Yeah.
But we only have 4 mics, so maybe I'll get off here and he can get on and
I can go cut
talk.
it up.
Nah, but that's real, man. Kubert scratches were out of this world.
Amazing.
Out of this world.
Amazing.
No, I mean, I'm talking about like their interviews on the movie.
Oh,
That alone tells you like they were out there
yeah.
back then. Which is the story I heard. He got in an accident and hurt his back, and that's when he got hooked on some stuff.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
I get it, but then again, they always say like the geniuses are just completely odd.
Yeah.
They're just oddballs.
They're
There's
way
just something
different-
strange
way
about
I
them.
mean, that's what makes them geniuses.
The whole R. Kelly.
We're not saying it's okay,
Michael
by the way.
Jackson's, I mean,
Everybody tuning in,
No, but
listening.
I mean, it's just a history kind of
it's
thing
just-
that
Yeah.
it just shows. They just got some weird shit going on about
I guess
them.
we're trying to give benefit of the doubt here, but I am glad that as of 3 hours ago, he's changed
And he's back.
And he's back.
Good to hear.
I just left Houston.
Craze really
I just left.
dug into him. That's why.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, but yeah, props to H-Town for putting it down yesterday.
It was peaceful, but like a lot of protests out there aren't. Like there's looting and like really there's a lot of aggression.
I gotta say something about that.
You guys say
on,
something.
come on,
Yeah,
come-
yeah,
get
yeah,
in
yeah,
here,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I really do have to give it up to Houston Police Department. They are handling things way better than Dallas has. Like Monday night, we had a protest, peaceful protest. They met with city officials, city leaders, and they were marching back out of the curfew area, escorted by police. Everyone thought, okay, everything's cool. They got onto a bridge, leaving downtown. All of a sudden, cops box them in and just start going in, arresting people, shooting tear gas, rubber bullets, everything. The whole thing was live streamed. Nobody was doing anything wrong. They were
Wow.
just walking.
Man,
CRG saying Austin's bad. Actually, I've seen the video. Austin's.
I mean,
Violent.
that's
That's crazy. You would think Austin would be way more peaceful.
One of my son's childhood friends was at the march, and she got pretty roughed up by the cops, put in handcuffs. There's like fresh out of high school kid, just trying to get involved.
now. I mean, the question is what? Why? Why? Is
I
it?
mean-
Is it the hatred, or are they getting
well,
paid to do
think about
something,
it.
or
that
what?
shit ain't helping either.
Think about it. Even though technically Texas voted blue, it's still a very conservative state.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
And
the
thi-
core cities are all blue,
Yeah.
the major cities, but outside of that, they're red.
Yeah, and think about what who's supposed to be our leader during this time told all the governors during that call on Monday, and what he said at his press conference.
Yeah, no, he was definitely adamant about it.
Yeah, I mean, look what he did to that.
But see, you don't really have to take it for like that if they're not doing anything. It basically,
Well-
I mean,
well-
his point was like if they're rioting and they're looting and
Here's
they're
the
being
thing.
out of control, control them. If they're
DC
under control, then why did you do that?
DC was the example. Right before his press shot in front of that church, like it was a peaceful demonstration. Right before Trump went on, instead of trying to control the crowd and make everyone move back peacefully, cops just started going crazy and tear gassing everyone just so Trump could get a picture.
I
But I
think
think that's why these protests are happening. It's just like the oppression, the oppression is so much more apparent when we rise up, right? As a community, as people, as you know,
just
as-
switch
as a-
spaces so you can have his computer.
as Americans, and it's so apparent what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean
And that's
it's-
why we have to do more.
I think once the we can finally get control of our government, who's in there, I think we'll start to see the change that we want to see.
Yeah, that's the
But
only
it
way.
just takes all
pretty
the
good
people to
chance.
get together.
Definitely.
Vote
You know,
local.
I mean, I tell the few friends that I have, that, like, look, man, if you're a parent, and it's up to you to really raise your kids and know what's wrong and what's right, and hopefully they can continue that.
Yo,
Yeah, I mean, like, my son just graduated, and I mean, I'm really proud of him. He's gotten throughout high school, he's gotten involved in some causes, went to some marches, and now he's ready. He's ready for November. He's turning 18 in July, so he's ready.
Yeah, it's good.
He's gonna do what he needs to do and go vote.
I mean, if people are gonna line up for shoes, line up to vote.
Yeah, for real.
Yep.
You're gonna,
Facts.
let
Big facts.
can voting get on that top 10 of the hype beast, chart? Wow, that would be amazing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if it can be a cool thing to vote, wow.
And that's who really needs to get involved now. Is all the young people, because
It's their world.
yeah, exactly. Like they're the ones that need to get involved.
Yeah. I know personally, like, when I was in college and I was going out to vote, I would be like, hey guys, it's time for us to go vote. And everybody's like, dude, it doesn't even matter. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Look, it might not matter, I say, for truthfully, for the presidential election.
Yeah, the largest-
Well, I mean,
because the
clearly-
electoral
clearly it
college,
didn't, yeah.
the electoral college, and we saw how Gore won the popular vote, and Bush eventually was in office, but
Well, the same thing happened last election.
right, but we need to empower those closest to us, because that's what's going to directly affect us most, and then work our way from there. And once they are empowered, they are in a better position to rise up, right? You got to push people up. Can't
Your
chunk
city
them up to the top,
councilman, your
right?
mayor.
Chain of command.
Yeah.
Judges.
Chain of command.
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
that. They're the ones
starts-
that affect you the most locally.
Yeah, locally.
Starts city.
So we're gonna
County.
start holding DJ rallies for kids to vote. Is that what we're gonna do?
I'm down.
Honestly,
Yeah,
if they brought
for-
back Rock
for
the
that.
Vote with like DJs and stuff, that That would be dope.
Maybe it's time to start something.
I'm
Kind
down
of
to
get these
yeah.
kids
my services.
involved.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's if we're gonna do something positive.
Because I mean, you got to think about how successful that whole campaign was. It got a lot of people involved.
Yeah, I did. I remember it was huge.
You go. It got to make them see that voting was,
It was cool.
voting's relevant. It's
Yeah.
cool. It's
I mean, it made it cool. at
That
the
it
time.
matters. That
yeah,
it matters.
Yeah,
And I think that should be the main narrative, that it does matter.
yeah, it counts.
Because, like, for the longest time, I didn't think it mattered. Until I was like, well, what's the worst that could happen?
Sub taboo.
You know, I'm about to date myself here, but I felt the same way. As a kid, I didn't think voting really mattered. Like, I didn't know how important it was. I think the first election I voted in was Clinton. Like, that was the first election I voted in. That's when I really started paying attention, like, to what was going on. And ever since then, it's like, all right, this is important. Like, it's something that we have to do as Americans. Like, we have to do it. It's up to us to pick, like, to decide what happens. And by voting, you're basically telling people what you want, and who you vote for tells people where your priorities stand.
And the biggest thing about that, what's up, Rob, Logan? The biggest thing about it is for years, minorities, women, and they've been fighting to have the chance to vote.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is kind of, something big for this is your right that's been fought for. So make it count.
Exactly.
It's not, it's you get one,
Don't
you get
waste
one vote,
opportunity.
you get your voice.
Yep.
And so here's a little segue. Women's rights, anybody's rights, almost any civil rights movement, human rights movement, has never been 100% peaceful.
Right.
Yeah.
Ever.
Right.
So, like, even now, I feel bad for all the people that have lost property.
Yeah.
I do. And you can feel bad for them. You can feel bad. You can not like the rioting, but your main focus still has to be on the cause and the reason for it.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, at the end of the day, those guys have insurance. I'm sure.
Yeah, they're gonna get paid.
Not that everyone.
Well,
okay?
that's that.
It's a tough
It's-
cause.
I don't know if
because,
that insurance covers what.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough call, but again, regardless of how you feel about the looting and the rioting, you can't let that overshadow how you feel about the reason for it all.
Right.
You know,
Right.
that has to be the priority right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the message is clear as day and has always been, but now it's kind of being hard to ignore.
Yeah.
You know, so which
can't
is
be,
good.
You can't be blind to the facts anymore.
Yep.
And like, you know, when you guys explained it earlier, where you know how like it should be simple for people to understand, you know, that all lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, I don't think it's a question of whether they can understand. I think it's more of a question of whether they want to understand.
Well,
Yeah, there's people out there like that. They don't want to hear it, and they don't want, like, they're set in stone in their
Yeah,
ways.
they're 100% in their ways.
You know, like I was talking to an Asian American friend, and by the way, I think Asians need to do more about this. We are a minority, and no matter
Yeah.
how much people will say like, "Oh, Asians are like the model minority," that's why they don't get fucked with. That's exactly why we should stand up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Side tangent, but we honestly, fuck, what was I saying?
Asians,
But
Americans,
Asians need to stand up.
Asians
Yeah,
need to stand
Asians
up.
need to stand up. Yeah, definitely.
we stand up. We still look like we're sitting down. Oh,
Here we go.
sorry. Bad jokes.
No, definitely.
But
Okay.
He lost his train
Oh
of thought.
yeah,
So back to where we were.
Oh yeah. Somebody was explaining me that like aggression is definitely necessary because like if everybody was peaceful, right, and nothing was getting destroyed, then it probably wasn't a big enough deal.
well,
Yeah.
even
It's
if even peaceful protests, like nothing is ever good enough.
Yeah.
Colin Kaepernick, perfect example.
Right.
I mean,
tried.
he tried to be peaceful. He tried. What did he do? He
People hated
lost
that,
his,
bro.
lost his
Hated
career.
that shit.
President called him.
hated that.
President called him a son of a bitch. I mean, come on.
Thugs.
Yeah.
Thugs in the
I
NFL.
think also you gotta think about the timing of all these things happening.
Oh, yeah. There's
I
no-
mean-
yeah.
You know, Kaepernick had a great message. I think he chose the wrong time to do it.
Yeah, because
I think he probably didn't realize that it would cost him that much. He could have taken another platform and done it there, and probably
here's
wouldn't have
the
been
thing.
chastised
But
for it.
But here's the thing. I
For
think
when would he do it then?
Yeah. When is the right time?
Yeah.
I mean, you're right.
The right time is now, right?
But
Like, whenever
apparently,
you-
the time that he did it was the wrong time.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Maybe he knew what he was risking.
Yeah. No, and also, too, like,
and willing to
people,
risk.
Yeah.
people
And he
saw
was
it
will-
like,
and he
oh,
was
yeah, you
willing
only.
to risk it.
No, but people were talking shit saying, like, he only did that because he wasn't starting anymore.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
But,
come on.
I mean, he did it. They had a problem with it. That's
And here we are
the
now.
long and short of it.
And here we are now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
He tried
who
to
knows? Maybe
peaceful.
he'll get a job again.
And so that goes to the people who were ignorant, right?
Yeah.
And oh yeah. So I was trying to explain to my Asian friend, like all lives. That's not the movement. Like Black Lives Matter. She's like every life matters. Like blue, you know, and everything. And I'm like, yo, but that's not the point. Like if you, right, were stopped for say spending a counterfeit bill, right? Would you be killed?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even if you were fighting back, probably not. Would they think that you
So,
had a
Peanut-
gun? Would they think that you were dangerous and you had weapons? Probably not.
I
And
mean, I'm
that's
sure.
the
I mean,
point,
everyone
right?
knows that the profiling
Yeah.
process isn't.
I mean, look at
isn't
the
quite the best one.
Okay, look at the comparison. All the protests for the lockdowns. These people had rifles. They had semi-automatic weapons, and they were at government buildings in front of police officers, yelling at them, shoving police officers, like physically putting their hands on them. What did the cops do? Stood there.
Fucking Dave Chappelle. You watched it. I forgot which stand-up, but he says, "You know when gun rights will change? Huh? Sticks and stones, right? You know when gun rights will change? When every black American has a gun, and they will change fucking gun laws faster than a motherfucker.
100%.
Faster than a motherfucker.
100%.
That's fucking facts, Dave.
Like, oh, they
Chappelle.
can't have those.
Facts. Big facts.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And
And another, look at how they treat people white people that commit mass shootings. They try to take them in peacefully, alive.
Taking them to get fucking McDonald's and shit
Yeah,
on the way to the jail.
and they say they were mentally ill.
Yeah.
People fighting for their basically
Not
the
a
right to
terrorist.
live,
Yeah.
and they're calling them thugs and domestic terrorists and like, come on,
Yeah.
how do people not see a problem with that?
That's
Hey, you know,
that's going to be a problem that's going to continue
choosing
until
ignorance,
until
right?
everybody decides to get together and correct that problem.
And that's pretty much what's happening
And
now.
what I want to know though is that Did everybody forget about the whole COVID-19 thing? We talked about the 60,000 people and the clubs. I mean,
No, I mean,
No, because 90. I would say if I had to put a number on it, I'd say 90.
but does it go to show that, you know what? If you're
Marchers-
going to get it, you're going to get it. You're going to go out there.
Yeah.
I mean, if the mayor's sitting there going, all right, well, I guess y'all can go ahead and protest. Hey,
Well, look
you
how
can
many-
rally at 60,000 people. Then I think the 25-50% thing should be squashed.
Yeah.
well, it's already been pretty much stated that we can all be carriers and not know it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
my buddy drove. I mean, I said this last week. He drove from Florida to Cali, and he got his test results, I guess, as he was driving back, and he was like, "Yo, I have COVID antibodies. I had stayed home the whole fucking time, had no symptoms, and I have
You were
antibodies."
hanging out with this friend, or you just talked to him?
Nah,
I was about to say, were you
playing Call of Duty. We playing Warzone, baby.
Oh, okay.
Dubs,
As long as
getting
you weren't next
dubs.
to him,
What's
shit, I'm
up?
right
Good
next to him.
plunder.
Who wants to smoke?
That blood money.
But speaking of, the weekend though, I mean, we were all talking last week like what we thought it was going to be like.
And we're
You know,
completely
that-
fucking
that-
wrong.
So were we wrong again?
I had an amazing
soon.
weekend.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna be
packed.
we're gonna like at least try to be right for next week and say no one gives a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say
It was
like,
like-
we're gonna go out.
Well,
be wrong.
in Dallas, it was just like, all right, we're all back to work, and now we're not
Yeah.
because now
they
we have a
Protest.
curfew,
Oh yeah, curfew.
Yeah, see,
7 p.m.
that's just
7
the
p.m. to
best.
6 a.m.
Oh hell!
Oh shit.
It's thunder.
It was a rain.
Yep.
Oh, there's a tropical storm coming.
Ah, shit.
And a meteor.
Why do
Add
I
that.
always pick the,
Storm,
the
meteor,
best
we've
times to
got
come
it.
to Houston?
There's no good time to come to Houston. It's always raining. It's always stormy, man.
That is true.
It's always You just learn to swim to work eventually.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah.
No, but I mean, everywhere I worked this weekend, well, Thursday and Friday was pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thursday was pretty decent at Kung Fu, and then Friday over here at Lucky's was pretty decent too. All the tables were filled. There were people out. Although because Friday was the night that they started the rioting,
Yeah.
we closed early because everyone was
Just to
scared.
be safe, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and we're east downtown, so I mean, they're right at the edge of all the action.
I mean, they were riding a couple blocks from where I was playing Friday, and we didn't shut down.
When we came back to our cars yesterday,
Probably serving the rioters.
Probably.
when we came back from the march, the cops had told Woodrow's because they were open. The cops told them to close. Like, hey, y'all need to close down. And like, so we came back. Like, oh shit.
They shut down the streets.
Yeah.
I was trying to drop off Ebonics. We're like, dude, we just drove through here like 30
And then, yeah, it was different, right? I was telling him like it was different between like when we got here and to when we left. Like the tension, you could just feel that shit because like cops were everywhere, just zooming.
Someone in the chat just said that the COVID numbers just went up.
Dude,
And-
Yahoo was like 19,000 new cases in 24 hours. I was like, yeah, because all the
Where-
protesters.
where though? Where though?
All
Because
the
I saw those-
protesters went to go get tested, right?
Yeah.
Right after.
Yeah,
Dude.
the 2
Yeah,
week
that's-
2 week period.
Yeah,
that's another thing. I mean, do we really know what the numbers are? They
I know there's
boosted
so
to
many
scare the shit out of us.
conflicting
Yeah, there's way too many.
Trying to scare you. Stay home.
Yeah, I mean, I think that might be like the narrative that they're trying to push.
Honestly,
Like,
the
stay
only
home.
ones that know, honestly, are the people that are working in the hospitals.
And I asked my friends who are nurses, and they're like, "We're reducing security because it's not that bad. Like we have."
There's a testing site right by my house over at Butler Stadium.
Yeah.
And it's never busy.
Yeah, none of them
So
are.
it's, I
In
think
Dallas, they set up the convention center as a makeshift hospital, and they haven't used it. They haven't touched it at all.
they built one over there in Reliant, and they had to tear it down because they never used it.
That doesn't say that this thing is not real.
It's not. I mean, it is
I mean, I get
real.
it's
very
it get
real.
better
Very
safe than
point, you're
sorry
gonna get
too.
Absolutely.
At some point, if
Yeah.
you want to stay safe, stay home. If you want 100%,
Rockwell here.
Rockwell. Get in this shit. Let's go.
Come on, Rock, you get my seat.
He's all flexible now because he went to the chiropractor. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, he went and got adjusted, huh?
Well, I'm going to sign off and have Rockwell on because you know what? Everyone needs to hear what he has to say.
You done eating your wings, Earl? You were in the camera. You were in the camera shop pulling. We saw those lucky. We saw the Lucky's wings in the camera. It looked good.
The best fucking wings.
They are amazing wings.
Lemon pepper,
Sriracha
habanero.
lemon pepper.
There you go.
That's that good shit. Hey.
What up, guys?
As you
Yo.
can tell, we're very professional here.
Shout out to Rockwell for being at the march yesterday.
I was there along with you, Playboy,
Yeah.
Bonix.
Hey, so Rockwell, you hear about that Qbert stuff?
Oh yeah.
What do you
He's
think
getting-
about
Did he
it?
smoke
He's getting
it?
hated on. I mean, he's always been on that conspiracy thing. You know what I mean? Maybe just this time he took it a little too far. You know.
So
He changed
apparently,
the narrative
apparently he
3
changed
years
his
ago.
tone. He
3 hours
Oh, I,
ago.
I didn't see that he changed, but I know he was going pretty hard with his, at first when
Yeah.
everybody was still going at him, he was still, whatever. But he's been that way. I think he chose the wrong issue to bring it up on this hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cool, you believe in aliens, you believe in all these conspiracy things, but to act like, this was like a false flag type of situation.
That it was
That it was staged. Like, that's, come on, bro,
You know.
And, it was cool for other DJs to call him out on
yeah,
it.
Craze went in on him.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think.
But Craze
that's
Craze also
important.
doesn't care. Like he'll go in on anyone.
yeah, he will.
fucking
He definitely doesn't
Say
care.
that shit. But that's important. I think
Yeah, no,
more
yeah.
DJs need to call out other DJs
Yeah.
on their bullshit.
Yeah. Well, Craze definitely does that.
Yeah.
Yes, he does not fucking hold back ever.
I called out a couple local ones last night.
Yeah.
Now, I will say though, you do see kind of people's true colors come out when something like this,
Yep.
you kind of see people in a different light when you hear their feelings towards
Yeah.
a situation that,
I mean, shout out to Danger Zone. He posted yesterday. Yeah, you guys can all go on DJ Danger Zone, his
All
Instagram
right, about his
post.
family, right?
He's talking about his family. He had to cancel his own family members. It's
Yeah.
like, sometimes
Wow.
all y'all take that family shit way too far, like family first.
Yeah.
He's like, I will cancel you first.
Yeah, and he even said like,
He's like,
in
sorry,
a comment,
mom.
Yeah, sorry, mom.
Sorry,
your cousin
Mom.
can't come.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
man.
I did us a favor. Best believe that's what he said.
Yeah.
I did us a favor. That needs to be the kind of energy, because if we don't do that, then we're staying silent,
Yeah, oh,
regardless
yeah,
of family
definitely.
or not.
Definitely.
Yeah. How are the DJ gigs in Dallas?
Well, they were just starting back up.
Yeah.
And then
Are they
now we got
canceling
we got a curfew now. So.
There's a curfew still in effect.
Yeah, they haven't canceled it yet. They
Really?
said, and they just extended the area.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I saw there was like an
Yeah.
area that was just.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what area they extended, because everything that I've saw on the new map seemed like was already on the list, but yeah, we had our area extended, but we don't have an end date for the curfew. They just, all the sheriff said, all the police chief said was it was for the next several days. That's it.
So you think they're gonna go through the weekend?
You Dallas homies want to come down here and party?
I mean, I'm already here, so.
All right, yeah. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna last through the weekend. I'm hoping not, but at the same time, I understand it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and if you can't work, just start an OnlyFans like Rockwell.
who said I didn't already start one?
Rockwell 505.
Definitely don't have an OnlyFans.
Live
Click the link.
streaming his toes nightly.
Toes for the hose.
All right, I got it. Oh shit! Shout out to Rick. Shout out to Tyrone Thompson, Tony Styles. Can we call?
What up, Tony?
Let's call. We're calling Rick right now. Let's go.
Stand by, Rick.
Yo, T, we're
I'm-
gonna call you after.
I'm
we
all,
call
I'm all
Rick.
about supporting the homies. So Rock, when we're done here, I'm gonna subscribe to your OnlyFans.
Sending you $1 right now.
Wait, what's the monthly fee? What's the monthly subscription?
$30, man. I gotta make a living.
Hey, he didn't
I
even
gotta make a-
hesitate. He didn't even
Slight
hesitate.
hustle.
He knew it already.
He didn't even
It's all right.
hesitate.
Hey, I'm balling on unemployment, so I got you.
I got cats to feed, bro. I got
See, you connected?
How many cats you got? You still got 2, or you got more now?
just two.
What's up, Dan?
What up, Stashwell?
Yo,
We're getting Rick on the line.
yeah. And shout out to Rick, man. Honestly, he posted in our DJ group that we needed to stand up and do more, and he challenged us, and stepped up. That's the
There's
kind
a
of
DJ group?
the what's
Well,
up?
well, for the cool kids.
Oh, the
only.
one that I'm not in anymore.
For the cool
No,
kids.
it's a Houston one.
For the Houston, yeah.
Yo.
Yo,
Rick.
Rapid Rick. Yeah.
What's up, fella?
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Hey, shout out to you, man. I love the energy that
Thank
you brought
you.
into the group.
I know it felt like it needed to. Man, it felt like it wasn't just some BS. So, yeah, I'm glad you guys reposted what I sent y'all. So I appreciate it. The
Yeah.
whole movement.
Absolutely. So as an educator, like, how do you feel about this? Like, what if some of your students were
I
out?
think like I think most educators should feel that as better than anyone else. We felt, think fairness is a big deal, right?
Yeah.
I think I saw one post, and the only thing I didn't like is that it compared African Americans to children. But the one thing that was cool is that it said that, in a classroom, when you see a child acting out, or a person acting out, someone not fixing things, is just because they're experiencing trauma, And so a lot of the, I definitely I'm not saying protesters are looters or the protesters, but what I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of anger in the air because there hasn't been a lot of fairness in the air the past couple of centuries.
Right.
And so I think we're coming to a point in society where we all got to all right, do we want to live like Star Trek people and get along, or is it going to be like Road Warrior in the next 50 years where we all just fighting each other and things are on fire? So I feel like, I think Black Lives Matter at the moment because there's a group of society that's being targeted right now. If all lives are dying, then obviously we'd probably be all saying all lives matter, but that's not what's happening at the moment, right? So that's how I feel, but that's just not as an educator. That's like as a DJ, as a person. As a DJ, we play 95% Black music, right? So for us to not support something like this is just doesn't make any sense.
Right. Like you can't be a fan of the culture and not a fighter and supporter,
Yeah, and it's not like you're this is like an everyday thing, right? I'm not saying their call for support isn't every day. It is right now at this moment. So yeah,
I think
there's a lot of
Fisher Price,
activism in the air.
I think Fisher Price put it best when he said, "The days of wanting black culture without black people need to end."
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, dude. It's I feel like just being Mexican American. I feel that way sometimes too. Like, hey, we want your tacos and we want all your food and shit, but don't speak Spanish around us. Don't do this. I feel it's like something like that. Obviously, I cannot relate to a black person by any means.
Sure.
But I'm just saying, being otherized and having culture stolen from you, but yet not accepting the people of that culture. Definitely understand what that feels like.
I can only imagine how many people eat spring rolls and egg rolls and be like, fucking chinks.
All the time. Or just the fact that people do not know the difference between Vietnamese, Korean, Chinese. Just the fact, just that.
Yeah. That's allowed ignorance.
It's all Chinese food to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is, which sucks.
Until they have that first bite of lechon.
But
You're looking at
yeah,
Johnny.
dude.
What are y'all doing?
Talk about behind the scenes, man.
Yeah. They might start their own
Rick,
OnlyFans.
Rick, you should be glad you're not here right now.
Yeah.
I just saw some things.
And now he will never be the same.
How was the march yesterday?
It was great.
It was dope. That was actually
Fucking
really,
dope.
really dope. To see that many people, different ethnicities, and it was peaceful. I know there was some things that happened later on, but when we were there, that was exactly that was so dope. That made Houston, I think, look pretty damn good.
What was it, 60,000? Over 60,000?
Yeah, it was
the last number I saw was I think 60.
It was
but it was over 60 actually.
Yeah, I do wish that they would have had better sound because it was so hard to hear the speeches. It was
leave it to a DJ to complain about the sound.
no, I mean you could barely hear it. We were pretty
but
close.
But you know what? That's it's not it's not something that they can prepare for like that. You never know how many people are going to show up.
It was
to something
bad
like that.
though, man.
You didn't. You ran 12 inches and you thought that was going to cover the block.
Yeah.
But you're also outdoor. Sound carries different when you're outdoor, so you never really know what you're going to need too.
Yeah.
I would rather have people go a little deaf and hear the message than not hear the message.
That's true.
That is true though.
People
we-
couldn't hear in the back, so
I
they
mean,
were just
come on.
chanting and then drowning out. It was just way worse.
And we were pretty close up. We weren't in the back. So I could only imagine being in the further, far back.
I was
you didn't
close to
hear
the pool.
anything. You went
I went
further
in that
in.
bitch.
You went further in.
Still
So
couldn't hear.
yeah, it was.
So people were a little disconnected.
I do wish it was a little louder, but I mean,
Constructive criticism,
But either
by the
way,
way.
just
It's only
I think-
constructive.
I think
It's
just a way of just having
For the
many
next
people
one.
come together. You know what I mean, and support that cause.
Yeah.
That was dope, and the fact that Houston being one of the major cities in the country and one of the most diverse, the fact that it could come together peacefully. You know what I mean, and
Yes.
that was to me that was dope.
I
Like
saw-
the whole time, I was just like, I hope people just act right. You know what I mean? Like I was just
No,
like,
but here's the thing: the energy set before that was, y'all better act right,
Yeah.
or we're gonna
Yeah.
kick you out of this goddamn protest. We're shutting you down.
Well, I mean, which is good because I've seen a lot of demonstrations, like videos of a lot of demonstrations where they're doing that. Like, they're trying to have a peaceful demonstration, and then then you have all these little white skater kids coming up and just trying to trash buildings, and all the demonstrators are physically trying to stop them, and they're pleading with them and begging them to stop, and these kids are just relentless.
I know.
I mean, and you know everyone's saying like, oh, all, you know, they're talking shit about the protesters, the demonstrators, like when it's really not them causing all the destruction. Like,
Yeah, based on what I've seen, it doesn't look that
it's
way.
really not. It's a bunch of white skater kids.
Well, I've
and
seen sides. It's not just white.
Well-
I've
well,
seen just
for the
kids.
most part.
For the most part, let's say kids.
I think
Yeah.
I think what he's saying is there's agitators that are not protesting, right?
Yeah,
There's people that are just trying to get people angry and
Yeah,
agitate.
exactly.
Cause
100%.
that's definitely happened in multiple cities. In Austin, for sure, just because my wife is down there at the protest. She said there's like, I think in Austin there was like little blonde kids like cussing at the cops and trying to get them angry. You know what I'm saying? Like cursing them out. The protesters just holding signs.
yeah. So what's
So,
going
yeah,
on
I
in
think there's a
Austin?
lot of agitation.
What's going on in Austin right now, as far as the protesting, or you guys?
I think, yeah, I'm jealous of the Houston, the way the police, the perceived, like how the community and the police are working together. I like that in
Yeah.
Houston. In Austin, I think it's just starting to happen. I think in the first days, yeah, dude, it was a lot of like anger. Like I guess citizens angry, the police station police, and then the people that the police department selected to be, you know, like
Out there.
the riot people. They didn't select the kindest ones. They didn't see them on the first couple of days. They selected some pretty like, you know, agitated folks. And, you know, I'm not saying that like, I'm not a police officer, right? So I'm not going to say like, oh, they should be nice. Or like, I have no idea what it's like to be a police officer. I do have family members that are, and I respect them, that are great police officers, right? And great role models. But it seems like there was just a lot of anger out there. So that's what it seems. I think now, just by people watching the Houston example and how Chief Acevedo and Trey the Truth and Bun B, which is kind of fucking crazy in its own, right? Isn't it crazy how like our rappers are like the ones bringing the community together?
Yep.
So anyway, so just like I think Austin has seen that, and I think they're starting to kneel, they're starting to listen. You know, they got more compassionate cops out there on the front lines, and it's definitely creating a different dynamic than the first couple of days. So
Yeah.
I see that. I also saw right now my wife is at a protest in Georgetown, Texas, which is like it's the big suburb north of here, Williamson County, which has always been known federally investigated for having like way too many arrests and like, you know, shady people in the police department. They were protesting there. She asked if I wanted to go. I was really scared to death because I had been arrested in that county before, and I was like, some of those counties like Fort Bend or something, you know, just kind of stay away. And so I was like, they're doing a protest, and then it's actually very peaceful. It's actually like there's veterans and stuff. This movement is like attracting people that I never thought would say Black Lives Matter. So I think it's going pretty good.
That's dope.
It's crazy to hear that in a community like that. It's a peaceful demonstration.
I'm hoping people got all that. Well, I'm just hoping all the the writing and all that
They got the aggression out.
They got that aggression out, and now like maybe they see from what Houston did yesterday, maybe other cities. You know, I'm not saying everybody should go in huge groups because I know the whole
I mean, Houston definitely set a good example.
Yeah, I'm
everyone
super
else.
proud to say I live in Houston after that. You know, like that was cool. You know?
Like I was saying earlier, like Dallas has not been handling it well.
Yeah.
DPD has not been handling it well at all.
Well, I'll give some props to our chief. Like he's kind of been that dude to be able to like handle both sides
Yeah.
and not try to go too heavily to one side.
He's
but
trying to stay in the middle.
yeah,
like,
which
he's-
is I'll give it.
Yeah, I think you're right on there, Rockwell. And I think that Hurricane Harvey, like, because of that, and I'm not trying to say that, like, I'm happy that Harvey happened, but I think because of Harvey happening, there, like, some of those relationships were already there with the community.
Yeah.
So when, like, something like this happens, it's like, oh, let me just text this dude again, or let me just reach out to this person. it's just been easier. The communication, I think, is easier in the Houston community because of the tragedy of Harvey a couple of years back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Built for this shit.
Yeah, I think those the natural disasters you guys have gone through and everything. I think it definitely brought the community together a lot more.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah, we got another one coming right
Yeah.
now.
Let's hope not.
And going back to what you said about like the Houston rappers, you know, bringing everyone together. Like, but hasn't Bun always been like heavily involved in the community?
Yeah.
Trey,
And
the
Trey,
Gang.
you know,
Yeah.
Trey and them, they were, you know,
they've always been heavily involved, right?
yeah, but I think this is a matter that's, you know,
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
you know, that,
Yeah.
and but that's dope, you know, that goes to show they're looking out for the people, you know what I mean? And they're not just like these, you know, hood rapper dudes that don't
Yeah.
really care about anybody but some money, you know, they
You hear
actually
that?
care
You hear that,
about.
Dallas? You hear that, Tuck?
Yeah. I know. So that's what I'm saying. Like even like Killer Mike in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, that was
super
yeah.
awesome role
Yeah.
model. They're just all over the place. Like I'm wondering to Minneapolis, like where's Lil Yachty? Like you know what I'm saying? Like where is like almost? I think there's a time for all rappers in all communities to step up and be leaders
I think
instead of just showing out the bling. You know what I mean?
true,
Like
yeah.
I think
the important thing
activism
is,
time.
The important thing is like those who are standing up, you know, that I know are incredibly educated,
Yeah.
and you have to take the time to be educated so that you cannot be, you can fight against like being ignorant. And so when you're educated, you can rise up and lead and set the example. So yeah, we got to do more, you know.
Yeah, and like going back to Killer Mike, like his speech, and that speech was like really powerful. Like
Yeah, that was.
it was. And I saw an interview he did. I think it was with Colbert, where he was talking about like a lot of his family have been and are in law enforcement. So like he's kind of stuck in the middle,
Yeah.
you know, because
His dad's a ex-Atlanta police officer. You know?
yeah. And so, you know, he's kind of stuck in the middle, and as a just local, you know, to Atlanta and being, you know, having the influence that he has, and like they said, him and T.I., like, you know, they own a lot of businesses there, so they're business owners as well. So he's kind of involved in every part of it right now. And for him to stand up and just say all the stuff he did, I mean, I give him like crazy respect. You know?
Pretty amazing time, man. And the crazy thing about this whole, you know what I'm saying, about like the Big Floyd death, you know what I'm saying? It's a rapper from Screwed Up Click, man. That's like a Houston thing.
He's got a screw tape.
Steven Jackson from Port Arthur, Texas, best friend. And I don't think like it's just crazy how all this like played out, because if y'all know Stevie Jackson, freaking basketball player, if y'all remember Malice in the Palace in 2004 when those like white Detroit dudes threw soda on him, and him and Ron Artest / Meta World Peace beat those dudes up, and then they got suspended because they were just defending themselves, right? And then you go off and you kill that dude, Steven Jackson, that same basketball player's best friend, like childhood friend. Like that's just like has to spark all this, you know, activism. Especially also Stevie Jackson's like best friend is also Bun B, so it's just like it's just crazy how all those things are like connected, and you know, it like goes back to, you know, this guy being like a Houston rap pioneer. You know, Screwed Up Clicks, like probably like that's our Cold Crush. You know, that's our like first rappers ever. You know, all those. So I just think that's an even bigger circle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this, Rick. What do you think? Do you think it's a positive step that they handed the case over to the state attorney?
Didn't they get
charges
upgraded?
Yeah. So
Is it?
they just upgraded the charges to second.
And they charged the other 3 officers, or
Yeah.
4 officers, right?
What
I
did
don't know
they
if-
charge the other three with?
I didn't see. I didn't
it's
see.
still unknown.
But he got upgraded to 2nd degree.
So that's a slippery slope.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's a slippery slope.
But they
See,
did.
Dude, they got that's crazy. They
I
got
saw-
Dr. Michael Bodden, the guy who does all the like autopsies, to do this autopsy. You saw that?
That's who did the
Yeah.
independent
Like-
autopsy.
Yeah. So the crazy
The guy-
thing, I saw an attorney, a video of an attorney saying that that upgrading him, like you just said, it's a slippery slope, you know, because from there the jury can go either up or down.
Yeah.
You know.
The jury has to then prove that he had intent.
Yeah. So from third degree, the only way they can go is up. You know, in the charges. So it could have probably worked better in their favor for them to keep him at third degree. Because from there they can go up to second or first. So, but I mean, I don't know, man. I mean,
Yeah, there's one part of it that they're not involving in all this crime is they're not involving the hate part. The hate crime is supposed to be elevated, right? Like
yeah, it's automatic.
Based on someone's religion, race, like they're not mentioning that at all because that's supposed to like raise it more.
Yeah, that automatic.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so I think third degree is like involuntary manslaughter.
Yeah.
It's like
it was accident, no premeditation.
You killed him, right?
Yeah, there was no
and then
intent.
second degree is you are killing with intent, but just without just cause or legal excuse.
Yeah.
But it's not premeditated. And first degree is you went in and you were gonna kill them.
Yeah.
And so now when upgraded to the second degree, they have to prove that he was gonna kill without like.
All
just
I'm
cause.
saying is he better get. If he gets off, that's gonna set a huge.
Well, the thing,
like,
the state attorney now that he got the case, like he's known for civil rights work. Like he himself has been arrested for protesting and speaking at the Sudanese embassy in the U.S. against the treatment of their people. So like, you know, he's known for some civil rights stuff.
Okay.
You know, so I feel like this is a step in the right direction towards getting justice. You know.
Yeah, I'm saying if he's not convicted, if he's not convicted, I couldn't imagine what would happen across the country. You know what I mean?
not
Like
even the country.
remember when Rodney King?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Imagine that happening in every
and-
city in the
And not even
US.
just every city. I mean,
He got beat up, right?
Oh, he got beat.
He was bad.
Yeah, they
But he
they
didn't-
put him
They
in a
all
wheelchair.
they all got off.
They all got off. And the only reason they overturned that decision is because of the riots.
Yeah.
Not because they felt
Yeah.
they needed to. It was because of the riots.
So these guys are gonna get.
Yeah.
They're gonna get convicted. It's
Yeah.
obvious
Oh,
he was
definitely.
murdered.
They can't.
They have to, guys.
You know-
Because
you
the thing
know-
is,
you know what
number
makes me-
92. There was an Instagram in 1992.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like there's things more quicker
Yeah.
and it's like
Yep.
it has to.
You know what
The
makes me
evidence is
mad is
there.
like these people that are on my Facebook, and I see people where they're always like, I'm erasing all these. When you see people, post some like secretly racist stuff on their Facebook, and people are like, I'm blocking this person. I actually don't block them because I want to know who the hell they are.
Screenshot.
Because I want to know who they. I want to know.
Oh,
who,
yeah.
I want to know who they are, and I want to know the shit they're saying. I won't
Yeah.
block them because it sucks to read what they say, but I'm not gonna block them. I want to know who's the racist. And I hate, like, why would
friends
people
close,
bring?
keep your enemies
There's no
closer,
reason for people to like, post his past arrests. Like that has nothing to do
With this.
what happened.
Because
you know what I mean?
it's almost like, are you trying to justify
here's
it?
the thing.
There are
something,
justifications.
or-
No,
They are.
they're trying
Yeah.
to villainize him. That's what it is. They're trying to make him a villain.
Like, why bring? It had nothing to do with what happened at that moment. You know what I mean? And for people to do that, that just seems like insensitive as a person. Like, yo, this
Yeah.
dude died in front. You know what I mean? And you're gonna bring up this stuff that has nothing to do with what with that situation.
Did you guys see that even the store owner, like the guy that owns the store, not the clerk, the owner of the store, even said like he came out and he apologized to the family and he said that him nor his clerks will ever call the cops on anything like that again because they don't want something like that to happen again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So you say like all this might have started just from
like
like a Karen call.
Yeah,
But
basically.
it
All this started
still
from, like, a
wasn't the
Karen
store
call.
owner's fault.
No,
I mean,
yeah,
you know,
100%. It was not the store owner's fault. He was
that's just saying I'm not going to
he
call
was- yeah, he was
commit
protecting-
a crime that's happening in my
Yeah.
store. I mean, you can't not
Yeah.
do that. That just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. He
he
However,
probably just has a
it's
little
because of what
feeling of
happened.
guilt.
I mean, there's
Yeah,
a
it
a
happened.
little.
yeah. I mean, he called because
but
you know
he
he
didn't
called
do
him.
it. It wasn't
No,
his
yeah,
fault.
it wasn't him.
But it's still
It's not his fault, but
It's
the
the
fact
cop's
is,
fault.
Yeah.
sure, but it doesn't.
As a
mean that
person,
he's
you're
not
gonna might
feel
feel a
that,
little bit.
right?
Yeah, you're gonna.
Of course he's
it's
gonna
not-
feel a little bit.
100%,
Oh, man,
Johnny,
I'm on
100%. It is not his fault. He's not at fault at all. But I'm sure he feels bad because he's the one that made the call. It happened right in front of his store, or he's not the one that made the call. His clerk did, and it happened right in front of his business. So he's gonna feel something for
I'm
it. You know,
sure.
It's like your friend who's drunk driving, and you're like, I should have taken his keys,
yeah,
but it's not your fault, right? But you're always going to be like, I could have done something, and that's the point.
Yeah.
We can do something.
yeah.
I've had my keys taken away from me a lot.
Good.
So am I.
Good. And those were good friends.
And thank you to my friends who have taken my keys.
Yeah.
I love you. Oh,
Oh, man.
we had a good weekend 2 weekends ago, right, Rick?
Johnny, Jay.
It was
love
good.
you,
It was
man.
good until the next day, right?
Johnny's making fun of me because I went blackout drunk to go. I was supposed to share a DJ night with you, and we were supposed to go play somewhere. And then I don't know what happened after midnight. It's kind of scary. Didn't make it to my after hours gig.
Wow.
And that's just a rookie mistake I hadn't done 8 years. So yeah, thanks, Johnny.
Oh,
if guys,
I'm sorry,
if Johnny
man.
Jake offers you a shot, just say no. Just say no.
Now, Rockwell, who else? If someone else offers you a
If
shot, what do
DJ
you
Bonix
say?
offers you a
Yeah.
shot, Rockwell will say yes.
Probably.
95%
of the time.
95% of the time, I'm at the price.
I mean, how many of y'all have done that had that one night and you opened up your laptop the next day and looked at your playlist?
or
and
you're scared to look at what you played.
oh, like you almost
Yeah.
you're almost
Yeah.
in denial. Like,
Oh, you forgot everything? Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
On my
That's never
birthday
happened
at
to you.
Spire, I blacked out for a solid hour, and I asked everybody, "Oh, yo, how was the party? Was I DJing really
Yep.
bad?" And everybody's like, "Nah, dude, you're good." And I was like, "Great, I could be on autopilot.
Yo,
'Cause I trust myself."
I-
now."
well, aside from the fact that there are a couple of people that are like, "Hey, man, I'm going to spin a couple of songs
yeah,
for you,
yeah.
Paul. You can go
I,
ahead." You're like,
Yeah.
"Okay."
I have a blackout story. I was playing in Wichita Falls, and I was playing a rap night, straight rap, right?
Not gay rap, but straight rap.
Yeah, straight rap. No, so
Sorry.
another dad joke. But no, so about 1:00, 1:30, I blacked out. The next day, I look at my laptop. I was playing like 80s stuff, like Push It to the Limit and stuff like that. And then I was playing EDM. I played like Warp 1.9, and the promoters and the opening DJs and stuff. They were like, "Dude, you had everyone in there that went to listen to rap. You had them all fist pumping."
There you go.
And I don't remember
be the
any of
change. Be the change that alcohol makes you be, right? See, you're opening up
Oh my
minds.
God.
See, you got to thank alcohol.
At least
for
you didn't
that.
get fired.
Yeah.
Like, that was
Yeah.
a positive one.
So we want you back,
Yeah.
next year.
Well, it was a monthly thing. Like they used
Could've
to
went
book a
way
bunch
worse
of us.
than that.
Oh yeah. Oh, third floor.
What's your blackout? Story, Rockwell?
I can't remember.
Hold on. Wicked.
Oh, we're not talking about the last, week or so. I mean,
Wicked's got a
Rick.
blackout story. He was at Boots and Shoots 3 years ago on New Year's Eve, and he played Mo City Dawn 3 times back to back.
I know a Playboy blackout story.
Madonna.
Oh,
Playboy's birthday, playing Madonna 3 times in a row.
In a row.
the same song?
Yes.
Yeah.
But acted like it was the first time he played
So
it.
him and Rockwell were doing a 4 turntable set,
Sure.
and he played Madonna. Rockwell plays the song,
He
and then Playboy plays Madonna again. then
but
Rockwell
what
plays another song.
Is it like Vogue? Or
No, I think it was
like
like
a virgin.
Yeah.
like
Oh
a
no!
virgin.
it was like a virgin. Yeah, he played it.
That's really how you feel?
Oh no, was it like a virgin or Into the Groove? Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Woo, super producer Ebonics right there,
Yeah.
putting it in.
Yeah, so we were doing a back-to-back set. So I'd play another song, and then he'd come back and play the song. I'm like, dude, you played that like 3 times already, and everybody just let him do
Y'all
it.
were
Yeah,
really
we just
going
let him-
back to
nobody-
back.
nobody
The
stopped
same
him.
song back to back.
Nobody
just
stopped
let
him.
him.
Nobody stopped
After
him.
the 3rd time, we're like, all right, Anthony, that's enough.
Nah, everyone will
It
like
was your
this
birthday,
is gonna be
dude.
good.
It was your birthday.
Let
Come
him
on.
keep going.
It
yeah.
was his birthday though, so
Yeah, if it's your birthday,
you get a pass
man,
on your
you know.
birthday for
I
doing
think
that?
everyone gets a pass
Yeah.
on their birthday.
We're about to get cut off of Facebook right now.
Yeah.
I would have
That was
given
like
you a
15
pass
seconds.
if it was Into the Groove.
Oh, it's Into the Groove? Oh. Oh.
Just
Do
about.
it, do it 3 times. Do it 3 times.
Three times, Ebonics. Play one more time, man. Shouts out to Playboy. I will you forever changed my view on Madonna like a virgin. Now
I just didn't know he
picture
was
you
that
being
big of a
blackout
Madonna fan, man.
DJing
I was
drunk.
like, damn, Playboy really likes Madonna, bro.
That is really how he feels.
And
ladies and
this must be his
gentlemen.
favorite song.
like, okay. Now I know what to play for his next birthday.
Well, Janae, you know how. You know how it goes.
I think that was the last time I ever heard him play that song too.
Every night too. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was the last time I've heard him play that.
You
And
probably
I've
deleted it.
DJed
the next
with
day.
Playboy a lot
You
since
deleted
then.
it, yeah. He's gonna find
Done.
a different.
Whatever. We're gonna
song.
pull up his Serato playlist and be like 120. Damn, this
How many
motherfucker's on
times
it.
played?
And that's just for the
That's
weekend.
the weekend. Yeah, that's the weekend.
So where's everybody playing this week?
Oh well.
Tonight?
Go ahead.
Oh,
Earl.
DJ Bonix will be at Aura. I'll be at Dahlia with my special guest. I just found out today, DJ Envious. So Dahlia
Yeah.
steak night. We're raising the stakes.
Ooh,
Now
steak
come out and
night?
say hi.
Even better.
I will be at
Yeah.
Bizou,
Oh, fancy.
River Oaks.
Okay, then Thursday.
Thursday I'm off.
No Spire.
Not right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Fro-
Saturday I'll be at Dogwood, nighttime.
Yeah.
Sunday Dogwood, 2 to 6.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
dangerous shift.
Yeah.
Playboy, where are you spinning at? He can't hear us. He's
looking.
playing
I
like
think
He's
he's
thinking
looking.
about Madonna.
Playboy, where are you playing Madonna at? Actually, you know what? Playboy will be here at Lucky's Friday,
Okay.
playing all old school. So he will be playing Madonna. Where?
Oh, Lillian Bloom.
Oh, Lillian Bloom Saturday for DJ Playboy. That's downtown.
I'll be at Heart on Washington.
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Friday you'll be at Kung Fu.
Friday I'll be at Kung Fu. Heart Sunday night as well.
Shout out to Vic G.
And
Vic G just said he blacked out at Boondocks, played Suavemente 4 times, and let his laptop die because he didn't have it on the charger.
You probably should. You probably
After
probably
playing Suavemente
should.
4
You
times, it's probably a
should
good
have
idea.
let your laptop die. Yeah.
And if they lift our curfew in Dallas, I will be at Backyard on Friday and 77 degrees on Sunday, hopefully.
Let's go.
There you go.
Before we end this, anybody who's catching this last segment, all you DJs or whatever, post your drunk blackout story, and we're gonna talk about it on the next podcast next Wednesday.
Yeah, post it. Post
Yeah,
it,
post
or email it to us. You know,
These are
let us
hilarious.
know if you have a blackout story. We want to put that out there.
These are hilarious.
We'll probably do something. We'll probably do another DJ story for
Yeah.
the next
We're
show.
not even be doing this.
Yeah, we'll do that every week. You know,
Yeah.
that way everyone can get their stories out. Like you've been dying to tell.
There you go.
I mean, you know what? I don't know if a lot of people know this, but the Booth Pimps, that's how it kind of started. The few DJs that we did was we started a site, and we're going to call it Booth something else. But it all was all predicated on DJs, like, all talking to each other. Yo, you should have seen this chick I had in my booth last night. So it was like post up pictures with you and chicks in your booth.
Yeah.
And then it kind of turned into just a DJ kind of collective.
Yeah. And then
So-
it turned into
And then
Rockwell posting those pics.
on OnlyFans, and then now we have Like a Virgin,
Yep.
you know, so I mean, it's.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. We'll catch
wrap.
you next Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll do our current events and our weekend wrap up and our DJ stories.
Thanks to everybody that checked us out today.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
And
We'll be
thank
doing
you
this
guys
every
for-
week.
Thank you guys for letting me jump on it.
Yeah, shout
sometime
out to
in town.
Envious
That's
for
great.
coming in.
Envious.
Thank you
Envious.
for letting everybody know that Houston's better than Dallas.
Yep.
We already knew.
Yeah, that's a for
I mean,
sure
I
thing.
already
did
knew.
almost move here, so
At least the one person got up there, got it right.
Yeah. But he's not technically from Texas, so he doesn't have that, like, you know.
Yeah, he's a transplant.
But I mean, I think I've been in Texas longer than you, Rockwell.
Oh, you have, definitely. But I'm just saying
yeah.
you have no weight
Yeah.
to be like, oh, I've lived here my whole
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
and-
no.
But isn't it great for you guys to move here? Just like myself, I was a transplant. I call this home.
Yeah, I do too. No,
Yeah,
and
he's
honestly,
yeah, definitely.
honestly, the more I'm here, the more I like the city. And, even
Yeah, I mean-
and yesterday made me even like the city even that much more.
When-
To see how that
See,
when I
I
first moved here, I would still tell people, "Oh, I'm from California," and then now people ask me, like, "Oh, where are you from?" "Oh, Dallas." You know, it took a while, but
You want to know how Houston I am? I was born on 713.
oh
wow.
that is
wow. Okay,
Show
you
off.
win. You win.
Tight, right?
I
Show
can't even
off.
say anything to that.
All right, y'all.
pretty good. All right,
All right. Well, peace. We'll see you next week. We'll leave you with this song because now this song will be in your head all day. And if you see me at tonight at Dahlia, I will play this in honor of Playboy. If you
guys
see
can't- you
Bonnie
guys
somewhere
can't
at
see
Aura,
it.
he will play this.
We really didn't get to
In honor of
celebrate his
Playboy.
birthday because we were on
I'm
lockdown.
also
Yeah,
playing
that
that at
is true.
Bizou tonight.
Yes, play this at Mizuta. We're all playing this tonight for you, Playboy.
Yes. And you can't see this, but Playboy is dancing right now.
All right, good night, y'all. See you later.